from up in the clouds, it's too great from Whimsy Rainbow Star, and we are back with Morrowind. So in the last episode, we finally made our way inside of the Urshilaku Burial Cavern, and we also have our lovely, lovely, lovely new Daikatana that is enchanted to absorb health off of creatures when we strike. So we were halfway, or maybe a little over halfway through the dungeon, but it was getting too long, so, because there's a lot in here. So we were up, oh god, brain, switch over to the correct game. I was just playing Saints Row, and my fingers are like, what keys do I press? I think we had just done the Juno Burial. That's what it's called. Is this the Kefka? Yeah, it's Kefka. These stairs don't work. Okay. It's Juno? Alright, yeah. So, I believe we were up this way. We're gonna need to be able to check the whole... Because, yeah, this might be the last... Yeah, I think this is the last room of the dungeon. So, did I check all this yet, then? All of it? All of it? Oh, yeah. We fly. No, we fly. Rude. Okay. Oh, I didn't check this guy. This mummy. What's that? Amulet of Frost. Sure. Waste not. God, it's so cool. I should be careful because this won't last forever. The fly ability. So make sure it does. Okay. Oh, there's something up there. Okay, hold on. Gotta check. Morrowind is sneaky like that. Wizard Staff. Silence? Whoa, I don't remember that book. Corrupt Arcanics. Sure. How does that even work? Grey Death. And Telvin's Courage. Sure. Right, we need a lockpick. That was what? 60? 45. Or that. Ankle mummy. Just making sure I don't want to fall. Just a glowy green rock. Nothing. No big deal about it. Okay. So now we have the last room. And I did that this way too because... Ah, yeah, the Juno Burial. Which... Okay, that's interesting too. Because I knew that there's going to be a lot of talking once we complete this. Yeah, so Juno makes me think of Mega Man Juno from Mega Man Legends, but that might be a bit of an obscure reference. Mid-year. Do they have 365 days a year? Like us? I saw a skeleton. Yo, what up? Get over here. Beach. I don't know. Give me your help. Whoa, God, he hit me hard. Oh, he's got an axe, that's why. No. Or not, he has a claymore. Assume we'll be getting up there. You gonna just run? Oh, okay. Moron. Well, that startled me. The way it like moved is weird. So it's just a long cave, I guess. That creaks like a pirate ship or a shipwreck. There's just more champions. Yeah. Okay, until healed. Just whatever. I don't know why I had to announce that. That's where we came from. Hey, what up? I saw a dude. Hi. You're slow as hell. Okay, I think the final boss is in that next room. Hi there. I love how we're all fighting with, like, giant swords. Ah! God damn it, not again! Wait, whoa. Two of them? Are you... I'm sorry. Excuse me? Did I just get jumped by two fucking assassins? Oh, God damn it. Two? That's never happened before. What the fuck? No, get it out. Get it out. Bitch. Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm just trying to complete the main quest, not get like... Oh my god, I'm so mad right now. I'll take your Daedric Wakazashis and your darts. Fuck you guys. Fucking game, I swear to Christ. I'm here to retrieve a bow, an ancient bow from a ghost. And I'm getting... Ugh. Cool, I'll take that. Jesus Christ. God, so just iron saber. How, and in here of all places, it's just so super weird. Oh, boots. Fuck your boots. Okay. I may want to use a knife for this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a ghost right here. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Ah! Still alive. Or... Wraith of Soul Centipole, and there is the Bonebiter Bow of Soul Centipole. Gosh, if I realized that we were this close to the end, I would have just ended it. My bad. It's fine. Alright, well, let me check this room out, which is interesting, because it's very catacomby stuff. Which is also curious, it's like, how'd they build this? Alright. I don't like that noise, it's creepy. I know there's nothing wrong, it's just creepy. It's weird that the rock is like darker on the ceiling. Can I get this way? Ooh, soul gem. Drew X. Yeah, not much aside from the bow in this room, but that's okay. I've otherwise completed this. I am so afraid to fucking sleep, dude. Alright, we have 3 Daedric Wakazashis. I don't know if dropping any of them is gonna help me. Let me also do this. 3 fucking Wakazashis. Can I just drop 2 of them? Okay, that helped a little. Just trying to think of what I can drop that I don't really care about. We can't drop that. That's the question. I mean, don't I have a feather? 20 points for 10 seconds. It's not going to get me anywhere. Oh, I mean, we can at least go through here. Well, you know what? We're wearing Imperial Chain Greaves. Can I take these off for the Orcish ones? It's still not helping us. Although now, I can run. No. We're going to have to do this till we get back to Urshilaku camp. Alright. I'm so terrified, you guys. Just of more assassins. Oh, bullshit. Mostly everything has remained dead, so that's good. With exception to whatever's up here. I'm gonna drop my stuff at the entrance, though, and then check this out. It's such a pretty cave. The story-driven caves and dungeons are really cool. Okay, let's see what's up there. Oh. Don't know why I did that. Very interesting. Dead guy. Maybe down? Well, I guess. Okay. Got 2 lockpicks, and that's about all I care about. But yeah, we're back at the front of the dungeon, so... God, I remember the days of playing Morrowind before I knew that there were fly noises around dead bodies. Skeleton and a rat? Okay. Skeleton corpse. Interesting. Steel Daikatana. We have a Daedric one. We don't care. Alright. Time to go back to Urshilaku camp and deal with a lot of dialogue. So I apologize, this might be a more story-driven episode. Alright. Got everything? It better be. We did it. Runny, runny, run, 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 run. Runny, runny, run. Man, putting these lanterns down was the smartest thing I've ever done. Alrighty. Yay. Hi, Urshilaku. We're back. Okay, if I need 2 more Wakazashi, I know where they're at. Alright. Soul Centipole. We got your bow. Yeah. What does it do? Oh, damage agility. Okay, interesting. Ashcan's Yurt. Hello. So, Outlander, have you completed the initiation rite? God, he does not like me. That. Now he likes me. This is my father's Bonebiter Bow. You have completed the initiation rite. I name you Chihirra, clan friend of the Ashlanders. Keep my father's bow, and bear it with honor. You are a friend of our tribe, and may rest in any Urshilaku bed, but do not harm other tribe members, or take their things. And now I will fulfill my other promise. Go to the Wise Woman's Yurt, and Nibani Mesa shall examine you, and test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. Okay. That's gonna take a minute. That's the part I'm worried about with all the talking. So we finally get to go inside of Nibani Mesa's yurt. So this is Nibani Mesa. She's gonna be really important. And here is her Valenvaryon Propylon Index. Okay. So, they've told me of you, Outlander. Or shall I say clan friend? You are hard-headed and ignorant, but perhaps it is not your fault. My lord Ashcan says you will ask me about the Nerevarine prophecies. When did you guys have time to talk about this? He also says I will test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. I must do as my lord Ashcan says. So ask your questions, and I will test you. Alright, might as well just go down the list. There are many Nerevarine prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspect and uncertain parents, the moon and star, sleepers, 7 curses, the curse's bane, the prophecy of the stranger, the prophecy of the 7 visions, the lost prophecies. Jesus, that's a lot of stuff. Ask me of these things. If you are patient, if you would be wise, or if you are impatient to know, just ask. Do I pass the test of the Nerevarine prophecies? Go ahead, Outlander. I am the wise woman. Ask your questions and I will answer. That's a lot. Okay, let's go with what she's talking about. Okay, aspect of an uncertain parents. If what you say is true, you are indeed born on a certain day of uncertain parents. This is part of the prophecy. But many have the same birthday, and many are not sure of their parents. It is interesting, but it does not make you the Nerevarine. Lost prophecies. There are Nerevarine prophecies that have been lost, the 7 curses, and others. Some are forgotten, some hidden, some deliberately lost. The wise women are the memory of the Velothi people, but it is a faulty memory, and we are mortal, and our knowledge dies with us. But we hear that the dissident priests of the temple study our Nerevarine prophecies and record them in books. Such written words never die. You must go to them and ask for these books, and bring what you find to me. Okay, Nerevar. In ancient days, the deep elves and a great host of outlanders from the west came stealing the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the house people. But he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law, and became as one of us. So, when Nerevar pledged upon his great ring of the ancestors, one clan under moon and star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the house people fighting a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer tribesmen and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated, and their evil magics destroyed, and the outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, set themselves up as gods, and forgot Nerevar's promise to the tribes. But Nerevar will come again and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises, honor the spirits, and drive the outsiders from the land. We'll ask past the test later. Red Mountain. Red Mountain is the great mountain of fire in the center of Ardenfell. The outer slopes are steep and rugged, and the crater is deep and filled with burning rock. Beasts and servants of the devil Dagoth live on Red Mountain. The settled people built a magical barrier called Ghost Fence to keep the evil inside. Within the ghost fence, rain never falls and the sun never shines. The only weather is the red and deadly ash blight. 7 curses. It is another Ashlander prophecy of the Nerevarine. It is called the 7 curses of the Charmet. But I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows but is keeping it secret. Perhaps it is in one of those many books of your settled peoples. I have heard that the dissident priests of the temple may have such books. Sleepers. Rumors say that in the towns, mad cultists called Sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth has awakened and will drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. Perhaps it is just a coincidence, but I think it is a sign of the Nerevarine. Not necessarily a sign that you are the Nerevarine. Perhaps the time of the Nerevarine has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have some part to play in the coming of the Nerevarine. The Moon and Star. Legend says Indril Nerevar's family standard bore the moon and star, and Nerevar's armor and weapons bore this sign. Some say he bore a moon and star birthmark. Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Nerevarine, and you do not have this mark, so you are not the Nerevarine. Oh, fuck you! 7 visions. Oh god. The full title of the prophecy is 7 visions of the 7 trials of the incarnate. Listen and I will tell you the verses. Oh god. 7 trials. What he puts his hand to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. On a certain day to first trial. On a certain day to uncertain parents, incarnate, moon and star reborn. Second trial. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. Fourth trial. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. Or however you pronounce that word. Third trial. In caverns dark, Azura's eyes sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. Sorry, skip that. 5th trial. A stranger's hand unites the Velothi. 4 tribes call him Nerevarine. 6th trial. He honors blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. 7th trial. His mercy frees the cursed false gods, binds the broken, redeems the mad. 1 destiny. He speaks the law for Velothi's people. He speaks for their land, and names them great. What does this prophecy mean? It tells us who the Nerevarine will be, and the trials he must undergo before he fulfills his destiny. Some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best as I can, but I cannot pretend to understand it all. God, there's so much shit. Alright, I'm gonna have to just... Yeah. Disturbing dreams. This is a strange dream indeed. The Sharmat Dagoth speaks to you in the voice of prophecy. He curses the 3 betrayers, the 3 false gods, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil. He calls you to drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. This is a very strong dream, very cunning, a dream to stir hearts. This is a very good lie. He called you Nerevar, and the dream of the Nerevarine is very strong, and very dangerous for you and for all my people. See, 5th trial. The Ashlanders are sometimes called the Velothi, for the prophet Veloth who guided us to this land many, many centuries ago. And the 4 tribes are the 4 tribes of Vardenfell, the Urshilaku, the Ahamusa, the Zainab, and the Arab Benimson. It would truly be a miracle to unite these 4 tribes who have so long raided and warred with one another, but the Nerevarine must be the one who performs miracles. Ahamusa. The Ahamusa of the Grazelands are mild and peace-loving. The wise woman of the Ahamusa, Sinamu Merpal, is also their Ashkan. Oh yeah, that's right, Urbanimson. The Urbanimson of Malagmar love themselves and their weapons above all else. Their Ashkan, Ulah Pal, is cruel and ambitious, and his Gulakans are just like him. Their wise woman, Manirai, is cautious and reasonable. Seek her counsel. Don't waste your speech on the war cons. So I just go and talk to her, I guess? Or no? 1st trial. This refers to your birth sign, to your birth on a certain day to uncertain parents, just like in the Stranger prophecy. Birth sign. In Tamriel, persons born under certain constellations are said to be fortunate in their aspects. Such persons are often blessed or cursed with remarkable abilities or weaknesses as a result of the magical conjunctions of celestial influences. Cursed, it sucks. 4th trial. A Hortitor is a war leader chosen... I don't know how to pronounce that word. Is a war leader chosen when Dunmer great houses must put aside their normal feuds to unite against a common enemy. This has not happened since the Empire invaded our land. I love the chimes clinking. Latest rumors. Everyone is curious about this Outlander who claims to be the Nerevarine. Well, I guess it's relevant at least. Little advice. Carry good nourishing food. When you stumble wearily into trouble, eat and refresh yourself so you will fight well. Morrowind. Morrowind is the ancient homeland of the Dunmer people. Once long ago, this was our land, but now the creatures from the west have come, and the House Dunmer have meekly submitted to their rule. Now, in all the lands of Morrowind, only the Ashlanders still lead the free, reverent lives of honor of the ancient Dunmer. Morrowind lore, I guess. The Imperial Legions are mighty warriors. No one can defeat them when they march in rows in open fields, but here in our Ashlands and wild places, they are no match for us. One destiny. Veloth's people are the Dunmer, all Dunmer, Ashlander and Great House. The last time the Velothi were united were with Nerevar at the Battle of Red Mountain. Now Nerevar will come again and unite the Dunmer. He will restore Morrowind to the Dunmer and restore the former greatness of the Velothi people. 2nd trial. I'm not sure what this means. Will the Nerevarine come as a spirit who is not harmed by blight or age? I don't know. But I think the curse of flesh means the blight disease corpus, which causes terrible distorted growths on its victims. Perhaps the Nerevarine can heal this disease. Perhaps that will be a sign of the Nerevarine. 7th trial. The cursed false gods must be the tribunal. They are surely false gods, evil sorcerers and necromancers, and they murdered Nerevar so they might set themselves up as gods. Binds the broken must refer to Nerevar's broken promise to the Ashlanders to honor their ways, the ways of the spirits and the rights of the land. 6th trial. I am not sure. The tribe unmourned may mean the 6th house, House Dagoth, which was exterminated after the Battle of Red Mountain. But it may also mean the Dwemer, or the dwarves, as Westerners call them, and eating sin is doing atonement for another sin. The Stranger. This is the best known of the Nerevarine prophecies. We call it the Stranger. When earth is sundered and skies choked black, and sleepers serve the 7 curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed far neath moon and star. Though stark-born, to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him, prophets speak, but all deny. I feel like I read this before on here. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate, the curse's bane. Many touchstones try the stranger, many fall, but one remains. This is Nibonimes. Shoot, what was her name? Amaya? Wait, no, that's the code name. The dumber lady we spoke to in the library. I'm totally... Marrow. Did she speak this? I forget. 3rd trial. In legend, there is a shrine to Azura called the Cavern of the Incarnate. There are secrets I may not tell you about this cavern. Do not ask. Okay. Thoughtful gift. Do you wish to offer me a gift? Good. I am not proud. I like gold. This is the custom for Outlanders. You Outlanders called a bride. Yes. Urshilaku. The Urshilaku are the Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands and to the west Gash. I am the wise woman of the Urshilaku, and Ashkan Solmatol is our chief, a brave and respected war leader, and warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. Urshilaku camp. This is Urshilaku camp. Okay, Zainab. The Ashlanders of the Zainab tribe are sly and crafty. Their camp is in the interior of the Grazelands. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm not entirely sure. Oh wait, I haven't passed the test. Okay. You are not the Nerevarine. You are one who may become the Nerevarine. It is a puzzle, and a hard one, but you have found some of the pieces, and you may find more. Do you choose to be the Nerevarine? Then seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will be your guide. And take these copies of the Stranger and the Seven Visions. Now, I have told you all I know. Go, think on what I've told you, and do what must be done. Do what must be done. Okay, sorry. I am not going to read these yet, because, good lord. Alright, hold on. So, like I said, there's a thing we gotta steal, and I feel bad about it, but there's a thing we gotta steal. Hi, Nabani Mesa. Can you, like, register that I'm here? Okay. We're gonna save. I refuse to leave without this index. I'm sorry, but it has to be done.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay, cool. Nobody saw it. Why is my agility down? What happened? What happened? We got Valenvaryon. So we have 7 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. We also have a shit ton of stuff. Okay. We're gonna head back to Caius now. Because, good lord. Recall! Total recall. I don't know why that went there. Hi. Alright, Caius. Please don't have a lot to talk about. Alright, orders. You've spoken with Solmatul and Nabani Mesa, and from what they say, it sounds like you could really be the Nerevarine. That's just incredible, but I'll have to get used to the idea. Let me try to get word to Mira Milo. Maybe she can find out whether the distant priests have any lost prophecies. But in the meantime, I have a very tough assignment for you. Do you think you're ready? I'm ready for anything. Don't get overconfident. But it so happens that I agree. You're ready. But just in case, I'm going to give you 400 drakes. Before you head out, make sure you outfit yourself with healing potions, new gear, a little training, whatever you think you need most. And remember, if you get in trouble, back off, rest up, and go back fresh. Don't get cocky. I think this will be a tough one. Here's your mission. Fort Buckmoth sent a patrol to Narmok, hunting smugglers with 6-house connections. They found a 6-house base, a 6-house shrine, and a 6-house priest named Dagoth Gares. Speak to Champion Reza Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll tell you about the patrol and the 6-house base. Your orders? Find that 6-house base, kill Dagoth Gares, and bring me a full report of the 6-house base. Champion Reza Pulia at Fort Buckmoth says a patrol found in a cave the locals call Ilunibi. However, the one trooper who escaped the report has died of corpus disease. Before he died, the trooper reported fighting with monsters and cultists, and something about a powerful 6-house priest called Dagoth Gares. But go talk to Reza Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll have all the details. Alright, well, there's an easy way to do that. Divine intervention, get me out of here. Reza, ow! My eyes. Reza Pulia? Shit. She's gotta be like in an office or something. Reza Pulia, champion of Fort Buckmoth. Wait a minute. Buckmoth. I'm sorry, I'm in Moonmoth. God damn it. Alright, let me go to Aldrun, deal with all my equipment, and then we'll get to Buckmoth. I spaced. Alright, so we are now in Aldrun. Let's head over to Buckmoth, which we can just divine intervention ourselves with. If it works. I'm starting to get tired. Okay. Here you are. She's tall. I'm Reza Pulia, champion of the Legion garrison here at Buckmoth Legion Fort. And you're Chihirra. Caius Casade sent you, didn't he? Caius says you're the one to handle this 6-house base near Narmok. Only one trooper returned. He died soon after, horribly disfigured with corpus disease, and out of his wits. In his ravings, he spoke of a cavern on the coast. He called it Ilunibi. It's not on our maps. Try asking locals in Narmok. They fought with these cultists and disfigured man-beasts. Corpus monsters, I think. They fled the attackers and got lost in the caves. Then they ran into a half-man creature named Dagoth Gares. This Dagoth Gares slew the rest of the patrol, but spared the one trooper. He told the trooper he was being spared so he might tell the others that the sleeper awakes, and the 6th house has risen, and Dagoth is Lord, and I am his priest, and all will be one with him in the flesh. The trooper awakened outside the caves and returned here. We couldn't recognize him, and he didn't respond to questions, just kept rambling on like a madman until he died. And how'd they know it was him? Okay, Ilunibi. That's what the dead trooper called the sea caverns, where he found the 6th house base. It's not on our maps, and no one here has heard of it. Maybe the locals in Narmok can tell you where to find it, or you may have to search for it yourself. I think, wow, her,
Go ahead, stranger.
Quirus, I have to censor that? Jesus. Okay, now I gotta get out to Narmok, which I think if I'm gonna be lazy and just recall out there, yeah. That would work. Caldera. It's pretty close. So, let's see. We are headed out. I haven't been to Narmok yet. Okay, well. That's fine, I think I know where Ilunibi is. Narmok? That way. Nope. Yeah, I think it's somewhere up here. Although I could be wrong, maybe it's not up on this side. I thought it was though. This quest is, it's not gonna be pretty. This is where we get our first look into 6th House bases. Malapi. Alright, maybe we'll actually have to go to Narmok and talk to the locals. Yeah, this is Narmok. A little coastal town with a not very official bridge. This is the town that actually has a red lantern, but I'm not going to steal it right now because we are busy. Hello? Ilunibi Caverns. That's what they call the old sea cave up to the north end of the island, right on Cartag Point. Don't poke around in there. It's a convenient smuggler's hole and they might not welcome visitors. Cartag Point. Really? That's where it's near. Guard. Hello. Ilunibi. Are we all going to talk about the same stuff? Okay, so it's up by Cartag Point, which is weird because I don't remember it being. It might actually be out here somewhere. Or west. That's not it. Chernobal. Oh, is that the abandoned shack? It's pretty, there's actually like a little abandoned shack out here, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, an abandoned shack. Oh, I think it's this way. I remember these, like, spiky things. Not spiky things, but, like, yeah. It's out this way. Rattle. Ilunibi, Carcass of the Saint. Yeah. Okay. We are headed inside. This is gonna be a whole different thing. I swear, if there are ascended sleepers, I'm gonna scream because I didn't bring a soul trap blade. Do we not have red candles? Jesus. Oh, there's the red candles. Yep. Okay, this I'm gonna use Eye of Night because I can't see. It looks lovely enough, but it's not. Now the creatures in here aren't going to be too difficult. Well, not necessarily, actually. That is wrong. Because we've got dreamers. Oh, it's so creepy without eye-dye. These guys. By longblading, skill increased to 80. And they don't usually have anything on them except for maybe some corpus meat, which is really gross. Do not know if this is a one-room cave or if it's like several. I know, I realize that y'all are probably like, oh, is that already him? No. No, I don't think that's him. It's just a mash glow. Oh, whoa. He's, ow. What's his agility? Jesus. I know, it doesn't seem like I'm playing very stealthy, obviously. I think it's just because I'm trying to do this quickly, but I'm doing all the stealth, like, based character stuff. Tainted Marrow. The 6th House folk like to name their stuff really weirdly. And really gross. Actually. Anything in here? Oh, a dead guy. Same stuff. Getting a lot of lockpicks and probes, though. So that's neat. Yeah, but you can see this is not the same as what we just dealt with. The other thing we dealt with, despite that it was like, you know, skeletons and stuff, was kind of peaceful. This is not. Kind of. These guys are creepy. Ash zombie. I hate the ash creatures. They are actually gross. Is this also tainted marrow? God. Okay, I think tainted marrow is the one we want first, not Marrowak spine. Once again, Pokemon. I could be wrong though. I like that this cave is like fully submerged. That's really cool. Ah, a spike. I don't think we're gonna get any really good loot until the very end, but we'll see. Of this cave. I'll try to stop using my night eye. Ugh. I hope this isn't where the boss is. I feel like it might be. Let me. Where's the book? Marrowak spine's the correct way to go. God, this dungeon's fucking creepy. There's another ash creature. I hate how they branch off like this because I feel like it's a good way to get ambushed. Even if you're being stealthy. You know? Oh, that's a hunger. That's wonderful. Daedra? I don't remember Daedra being in here. How weird. Okay. Looks like... It's so hard to see. It's so hard to see. What's up there? Oh, a corpus monster. That's fun. Disco. Marrowak spine. Okay. Oh, dead adventure. Glad I checked. Nice. Master's picks. How many do I have now? Cool. In the meantime, Chihirra's probably freaking out because it's like, oh god, this cave with like sick creatures and shit in it. Like, that's not fun at all. Rooms like this. What is that I see? Oh, that's an actual Dunmer. This guy. Yeah, dreamers are hilarious because they're just completely naked and they have like nothing but clubs on them. It's just like, what the heck? It's so bizarre. I don't know if there's anything around. God, Chihirra's jump skill is ridiculous. Alright, we're going into Marrowak spine. Also a gross name for a... Shut up. It's a weird crisscross. Okay. Actually, let me, God, I'm just killing them so much with my Daedric Daikatana that it's just like, ah, no, I'm good. What door is this? Black and Heart. Okay, that's where we need to go, but I want to make sure I check this cave thoroughly. These guys. Is that a dead adventure? The main quest likes to give us dead adventures, apparently. Imagine running straight up to, like, a Khajiit with this giant Daikatana, and you have nothing. Like... It's like, you might as well just run into my blade. Oh, it's one of these guys. His hair was outlined so funny in that. Oh, fun. A Bone Lord. No. What does it say? Oh, good. His corpse glitched. But no. Did he? He did not. Okay. Another hunger? God damn. God, there's so many things. I hate these dungeons. Ugh. We got zombies and shit. Ugh. Alright, one of these is gonna lead to Carcass of the Saint. It's gonna lead to probably the other room. Tainted Marrow. So gross. Try to do this quick too because I'm actually getting sleepy. Yeah, alright, Blackened Heart. Oh, it's very red in here. It was just so sudden, like, oh god. It's really cool, but it's also horrifying. Morrowind loves these little cave type things right here. Ow. There's a skeleton. Skeleton champion. I had a ton of bone meal. That was what was really funny. Was a lot of my load from the last cavern was a bunch of bone meal. God. I swear. Is this it? Nope, just a run around. That's a fucking Dremora. Are you kidding me? I didn't know I was gonna face Daedra here. Like, what the heck? That's really strange. Get a useless ass clip. In the future, when my stealth skill is actually like, because I also don't want to use my stealth skill because it might accidentally level me. In the future, when it's like better, I'll be using it. Okay. This feels a little final boss like, or not final boss, but like. All right, Soul's Rattle. Oh god. It's fine. We have the dagger. God, okay. Okay. Really? Of course, now I just wasted it all in the Twilight. Fuck. That was stupid. Ah! Gross ass bitch. Okay. Why are there Daedra in here? So bizarre. Alright. I think we might be a... Oh god. Hi guys. Oh boy. Yeah, things are starting to look a little Satan-y here. But not actually, because ash creatures ain't got no... Couth. Oh, is that him? Oh yeah, Dagoth Gares. The Sixth House greets you, Lord Nerevar, or Chihirra as you call yourself. I am known as Dagoth Gares, priest of Ilunibi Shrine, and minister to Sixth House servants. My Lord Dagoth has informed me of your coming. I wish that this time you had come to honor your Lord's friendship, not to betray it. Oh, can I just talk to him? Dagoth is the awakened Lord of the Sixth House, come to cast down false gods, drive foreigners from the land, and restore the ancient glory of Morrowind. He bids you to come to Red Mountain, for the friendship and honor would pledge that friendship anew. Hold on, I think I missed a line. For the friendship and honor that once you shared, he would grant you counsel and power, if only you would pledge that friendship anew. The path to Red Mountain is long and filled with danger, but if you are worthy, you will find their wisdom, a firm friend, and all the power you need to set the world aright. Ilunibi Shrine is just a small, quiet retreat for Sixth House servants, a place to contemplate and grow strong and wise in Lord Dagoth's ways. Here we share the sacraments of flesh and blood, and dream the dreams of our Lord. This and other lesser shrines are hidden from prying eyes throughout the land, but the greatest shrines of Sixth House servants lies beneath Red Mountain, in the citadels of our Lord and his close kin. The Sixth House was not dead, but only sleeping. Now it wakes from its long dream, and with its Lord Dagoth, it comes forth to free Morrowind of foreign rulers and divine pretenders. When the land is swept clean of false friends and greedy thieves, the children of Veloth will build anew a garden of plenty in this blighted wasteland. Forgive the rude welcome, but until you have declared for us, we must treat you as our enemy. The sleepers and dreamers are newly come to Lord Dagoth, and not yet blessed with his power. Every single battle song is playing right now. But the children of his flesh, they are deep in the heart of his mysteries. Their bodies swell to contain his glory, and to yield the rich sacraments of our Lord's feasts. And we are the least of his servants, for ash poets, ascended sleepers, and ash vampires stand high above us in the Lord's bountiful grace. Lord Dagoth would far rather have you as a friend than as an enemy, but until you submit to him, Sixth House servants will treat you as an enemy and try to destroy you. If you wish to be our friend, first you must go to Lord Dagoth in his citadel on Red Mountain and make your submission. Lord Dagoth gives me these words to say to you so you may give them thought. Once we were friends and brothers, Lord Nerevar, in peace and in war, yet beneath Red Mountain you struck me down as I guarded the treasure you bound me by oath to defend. But remembering our old friendship, I would forgive you and raise you high in my service. My Lord Dagoth bids you come to Red Mountain. For the friendship and honor that once you shared, he would grant you counsel and power. If only you would pledge that friendship anew. I am not your Lord Dagoth, yet I too would say to you, do you come with weapons to strike me down? Or would you put away your weapon and join me in friendship? No, bitch. Die. With his dying breath, Dagoth Gares smiles and curses you. Even as my master wills, you shall come to him in his flesh and of his flesh. Suddenly, a thing popped up. Right down here. We have Corpus. So, of his flesh, as disgusting as that is, Corpus. It drains our intelligence and willpower, personally, and speed, but it boosts our endurance and strength, which is weird. Was that it? Alright, what's he got on him? He has an amulet, Sixth House amulet, which is stupid. Oh, message from Dagoth What does it say? Oh god, okay, it's too long to read right now. I will read it later. Okay. What else is in this cavern? Great. We're just fucking sick now. It's good. It's good. The candles. Alright, but there is loot in this cavern. Lots of it. To a degree. Yeah, this cavern's not as big as the other thing we did, but it's still, like, you know, pretty loaded. Oh, God. Sorry. Like, halfway through his speech, my stomach started to hurt, and I was like, well, guess it's time to take Tums. Oh, yeah! These things. I don't think anything happens. Oh, Sixth House Bell Hammer. I don't know why I picked that up. Well, it's... Jesus. Alright, it does a chop of 50. Well then, there you go. Alright. Glass boots. I can't equip them. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Iron Tower Shield. Don't we get, like, cool stuff in here? Common amulet. Common shirt. Common robe. I think they're on top of stuff. Bone mold. Common belt. I thought that this had better loot. I was all, like, boasting to you guys, like, hey, the loot here's great. I mean, if I was not a Khajiit, I could equip those boots, but I can't. Because there's this wall over here that's just, like... I don't know what's in there. Weird. I could have sworn that there was loot in here that was, like, really good. And now oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The Fist of Randagulf, right and left gauntlets. Fortify strength and agility. Constant effect. We are equipping those immediately. Oh, yeah! Dude, you guys, my strength is 111. Okay, these are what I was waiting for. Okay. Now we have... Hey, okay. But the biggest problem is, we have Corpus. So, without further ado, let's get back to Caius. This is the best I can do. Please be Balmora. Good. I thought it was Nissus for a second because I thought it was a tree. I was like, no. Now the problem is, everyone is going to immediately hate us because we are sick. Oh god, why is everyone gathered there, man? Ugh, I don't want they're not gonna like do anything. It's just, I don't want people to yell at me. Because immediately my personality is gonna be like, ugh. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. No. Well, he was nice. It's funny though because you don't take on any changes. Oh. What? Okay, it's not an astral. I love the gauntlets look great there. Yeah, I don't take on anything, but I can carry a lot of stuff now. That's cool. Oh my god. So if I was to get my strength to 100, that'd be cool. Okay. Glad I checked back there, because I would have been like, what the fuck?
Disgusting. I think you should leave before I lose my lunch.
Caius? Shut the fuck up. With Dagoth Gares dead, the 6th House Shrine is no longer a threat. You've more than earned a promotion to the rank of Traveler. I'm very worried that you have corpus disease, but I have some good news in that department. I canvassed my informants for possible treatments, just in case you contacted the disease during your mission. I learned from Fast Eddie that your best chance of getting cured is Dagoth Fur, an ancient Telvanni wizard who runs a corpusarium for victims of the disease. Here, take this Dwemer artifact and 1,000 drakes and go to Telfur. Dagoth Fur will take the Dwemer artifact. A gift may sweeten his disposition. The gold is for expenses. And here's a couple of levitation potions. I hear you'll need them in Telvanni Towers because wizards don't use stairs. Well, we already know all about that. So get moving and get that corpus disease cured. Then hurry back. I think I know how to get that lost prophecies Nibani Mesa asked for. You have corpus disease. It's a rare disease that usually drives victims mad, and it causes terrible deformed growths on the body. I don't know much about it. I'll check my informants and see how to cure it. In the meantime, we can discuss your orders. In the corpusarium. The temple sends victims of corpus disease to the corpusarium. The corpusarium is beneath Telfur, the tower of the Telvanni wizard Dagoth Fur. I asked Fast Eddie what it was like. It's a swell place full of doomed crazy people with bloated bodies. You'll love it. God. So, we are sick. And I barely want to interact with anyone right now. So, yeah, that sucks. Oh, the armor is 48. God, it's so good. It's heavy? Awesome. Yeah, that's the one thing I was looking forward to was those, but the rest of it, not so much. That's for what's-his-face. So since it's the end of the episode, let's go ahead and do our story time. I think this might be a little bit long. We'll see. The Wolf Queen, Book 1 by Wahin Jarth. Jarth's a cool name. Is it Wahin? I don't know. From the pen of the 1st century, 3rd era sage Montekai. 3E63. In the autumn tide of the year, Prince Pelagius, son of Prince Uriel, who is son of the Empress Chihirra, who is niece of the great Emperor Tuber Septim, came to High Rock, city-state of Camlorn, to pay court to the daughter of King Volstead. Her name was Quintilla, the most beauteous princess in Tamriel, skilled at all the maidenly skills and an accomplished sorceress. 11 years a widower with a young son named Antiochus, Pelagius arrived at court to find that the city-state was being terrorized by a great demon werewolf. Instead of wooing, Pelagius and Quintilla together went out to save the kingdom. With his sword and her sorcery, the beast was slain, and by the powers of mysticism, Quintilla chained the beast's soul to a gem. Pelagius had the gem made into a ring and married her. But it was said that the soul of the wolf stayed with the couple until the birth of their first child. Oh, okay, it was red, now it's not. 3E80. The ambassador from Solitude has arrived, Your Majesty, whispered the steward Balbus. Right in the middle of dinner, muttered the Emperor weakly. Tell him to wait. So I'm doing like all the wrong voices. No, father, it's important that you see him, said Pelagius, rising. You can't make him wait and then give him bad news. It's undiplomatic. Don't go then, you're much better at diplomacy than I am. We should have all the family here. Emperor Yola II added, suddenly aware of how few people were present at his dinner table. Where's your mother? Sleeping with the archpriest of Kinnereth, Pelagius would have said. But he was, as his father said, diplomatic. Instead, he said, at prayer, God. And your brother and sister? Amiel is in Firsthold, meeting with the Archmagister of the Mages Guild. And Galana, though we won't be telling this to the ambassador, of course, is preparing for her wedding to the Duke of Narcissus. Since the Duke of Narcissus sounds like a character from like a Three Stooges sketch. That's really funny. Or skit. A short, that's what they're called, sorry. Since the ambassador expects her to be marrying his patron, the King of Solitude instead, we'll tell him that she's at the spa, having a cluster of pestilent boils removed. They had spas back then? I guess. Tell him that, and he won't press too hard for the marriage, politically expedient though it may be. Pelagi smiled. You know how queasy Nords are about warty women, but dash it, I feel like I should have some family around, so I don't look like some old fool despised by his nearest and dearest, growled the Emperor, correctly suspecting this to be the case. What about your wife? Where's she and the grandchildren? Quintilla's in the nursery with Sepphoris and Magnus. Antiochus is probably whoring around the city. I don't know where Podima is, probably at her studies. I thought you didn't like children around. Those all his kids? I do during meetings with ambassadors in damp staterooms, sighed the Emperor. They lend an air of, I don't know, innocence and civility. Ah, show the blasted ambassador in, he said to Belvis. Podima was bored. It was the rainy season in the Imperial province, wintertide, and the streets and the gardens of the city were all flooded. She could not remember a time when it was not raining. Had it been only days, or had it been weeks or months since the sun shone? There was no judging of time anymore in the constant flickering torchlight of the palace, and as Podima walked through marble and stone hallways, listening to the pelting of the rain, she could think nothing but that she was bored. How dare you be bored with rain? God. Asthefi? Her tutor would be looking for her now. Ordinarily, she did not mind studying. Rote memorization came easily to her. She quizzed herself as she walked down through the empty ballroom. When did Orsinium fall? First era, 980. Who wrote Tamrillian tractates? Cosi. When was Tiber Septim born? Second era, 288. Who is the current king of Daggerfall? Morton, son of Gothler. Gothler? Who is the current Sylvanar? Varberanth, son of Varberil. Who is the warlord of Lilmoth? Trick question, it's a lady, Iowa. What will I get if I'm a good girl and don't get into any trouble and my tutor says I'm an excellent student? Mother and father will renege on their promise to buy me a Daedric katana of my own. Buy one? Well, I guess they're royalty. Saying they never remembered that promise and it's far too expensive and dangerous for a girl of my age. I got wakizashi if you want one. I also got a daikatana, but that's mine. I know where there's 2 other wakizashis. Anyway. There were voices coming from the Emperor's stateroom. Her father, her grandfather, and a man with a strange accent, a Nord. Podima moved a stone she had loosed behind a tapestry and listened to. Let us be frank, your Imperial Majesty, came the Nord's voice. My sire, the King of Solitude, doesn't care if Princess Galana looked like an orc. He wants an alliance with the Imperial family, and you agree to give him Galana or give back the millions of gold he gave to you to quell the Khajiiti rebellion in Torval. It was a long sentence. This was the agreement you swore to honor. I remember no such agreement, came her father's voice. Can you, my liege? There was a mumbling noise that Podima took to be her grandfather, the ancient emperor. Perhaps we should take a walk to the Hall of Records. My mind may be going. The Nord's voice sounded sarcastic. I distinctly remember your seal being placed on the agreement before it was locked away. Of course, I may be variably mistaken. We will send a page to the hall to get the document you refer to, replied her father's voice with the cruel, soothing quality he used whenever he was about to break a promise. Ooh. Podima knew it well. She replaced the loose stone and hurried out of the ballroom. She knew well how slowly the pages used to running errands for a doddering emperor. She could make it to the Hall of Records in no time at all. The massive ebony door was locked, of course, but she knew what to do. A year ago, she caught her mother's Bosmer maid pilfering some jewelry, and in exchange for her silence, forced the young woman to teach her how to pick locks. Podima pulled 2 pins off her red diamond brooch and slid the first into the first lock, holding her hand steady and memorizing the pattern of tumblers and grooves within the mechanism. A lot of lockpicking going on, but hey, it's thief, or whatever. Each lock had a geography of its own. The lock to the kitchen larder, 6 free tumblers, a frozen 7th, and a counterbolt. She had broken into that just for fun, but if she had been a poisoner, the whole Imperial household would be dead by now, she thought, smiling. The lock to her brother Antiochus' secret stash of Khajiiti pornography! Just 2 free tumblers and a pathetic poisoned quill trap easily dismantled with pressure on the counterweight. That had been a profitable score. It was strange that Antiochus, who seemed to have no shame, proved so easy to blackmail. She was, after all, only 12. And the differences between the perversions of the cat people and the perversions of the Cyrodiils seemed pretty academic. Okay. Still, Antiochus had to give her the diamond brooch which she treasured. She had never been caught, not when she broke into the Archmage's study and stole his oldest spellbook, not when she broke into the guest room of the King of Ghislaine and stole his crown the morning before Magnus's official welcoming ceremony. It had become too easy to torment her family with these little crimes. But here was a document the Emperor wanted, and for a very important meeting, she would get it first. That poor page is going to be, like, screwed. But this was the hardest lock she ever opened. Over and over she massaged the tumblers, gently pushing aside the forked clamp that snapped at her pins, drumming the counterweights. It took nearly a half a minute to break through the door to the Hall of Records where the Elder Scrolls were housed. I think I know where that is, in Oblivion. Oh my gosh, that's cool. The documents were well organized by year, province, and kingdom, and it took Podima only a short while to find the promise of marriage between Uriel Septim II, by the grace of the gods, Emperor of the Holy Cyrodiilic Empire of Tamriel, and his daughter, the Princess Galana, and his Majesty King Mantiarco of Solitude. She grabbed her prize and was out of the hall with the door well locked before the page was even in sight. Back in the ballroom, she loosened the stone and listened eagerly to the conversation within. For a few minutes, the three men, the Nord, the Emperor, and her father just spoke of the weather and some boring diplomatic details. Then there was the sound of footsteps and a young voice, the page. Imperial Majesty, I have searched the Hall of Records and cannot find the document you asked for. There, you see, came Potima's father's voice. I told you it didn't exist. But I saw it, the Nord's voice was furious. I was there when my liege and the Emperor signed it. I was there. I hope you aren't doubting the word of my father, the sovereign Emperor of all Tamriel. Not when there's now proof that you must have been mistaken. Pelagius's voice was low and dangerous. Of course not, said the Nord, conceding quickly. But what will I tell my king? He is to have no connection with the Imperial family, and no gold returned to him as the agreement, as he and I believed the agreement to be. We don't want any bad feelings between the Kingdom of Solitude and us, came the Emperor's voice, rather feeble, but clear enough. What if we offered King Mantiarco our granddaughter instead? Potima felt the chill of the room descend on her. You better give them those scrolls. The Princess Potima, is she not too young? Asked the Nord. Well, no, these fucks didn't care how young a girl was. She is 13 years old, said her father. That's old enough to wed. She would an ideal mate for your king. Make? I don't know. Said the Emperor. She is admittedly, from what I see of her, very shy and innocent, but I'm certain she would quickly grasp the ways of court. She is, after all, a septim. I think she would be an excellent queen of Solitude. Not too exciting, but noble. The granddaughter of the Emperor is not as close as his daughter, said the Nord rather miserably, but I don't see how we can refuse the offer. I will send word to my king. You have our leave, said the Emperor, and Potima heard the sound of the Nord leaving the stateroom. Tears streamed down Potima's eyes. She knew who the King of Solitude was from her studies, Mantiarco. 62 years old and quite fat, and she knew how far Solitude was and how cold in the northernmost clime. Her father and grandfather were abandoning her to the barbaric Nords. The voices in the room continued talking. Mantiarco's a Nord? It sounds like a high elf name, though. Oh, whatever. Well acted, my boy. Now make sure you burn that document, said her father. My prince? Asked the page's querulous voice. The agreement between the Emperor and the King of Solitude, you fool. We don't want its existence known. My prince, I told the truth. I couldn't find the document in the Hall of Records. It seems to be missing. By Lorcan, roared her father. Why is everything in this palace always misplaced? Go back to the hall and keep searching until you find it. Potima looked at the document. Millions of gold pieces promised to the Kingdom of Solitude in the event of Princess Galana not marrying the king. She could bring it into her father, and perhaps as a reward he would not marry her to Mantiarco. Or perhaps not. She could blackmail her father and the Emperor with it and make a tidy sum of money. Or she could produce it when she became Queen of Solitude to fill her coffers and buy anything she wanted. More than a Daedric katana, that was for certain. It's gonna... No. Don't. So many possibilities, Potima thought, and she found herself not bored anymore. Wow. But you're 13, no. That's not a good... No, you need to, like, show them that document so you can get out of that. Okay, we are sick, and that sucks, but there may be a cure. So, hopefully, well, I mean, I've already played this, so I know what's gonna, but like, you know, yeah. So in the next episode, we will be on our way to Dagoth Fur, most likely, because we have to take care of this corpus now, because we can't really just go do other stuff. It just wouldn't really be great. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Hopefully this was also spooky enough for you, and hopefully this wasn't too long with all the reading and everything, and the cursing and whatever. Be sure to check the description below for information and all that stuff, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff. I love playing Morrowind. It's, like I've said, it's one of my favorite games for almost 20 years now. And I plan to do a fighter character and a mage character, or at least, like, doing those quests. They may not be, because, like, Chihirra is pretty, you know, like, good at everything, but whatever. It's more the quests that they will be doing. And if you want to see other videos, there are links at the end of this one that will link to other stuff, and I do, like, crafty stuff too as well, like in vlogs on the weekends. You guys be sure to stay safe and healthy out there. I will see you guys next time, and until then, stay whimsical. What the? Oh my god, what the hell? Is that supposed to be another gate? But like broken?